Okay, everybody. Hello. We're going to try teaching graffiti homeschool edition, I guess. So I'm trying out my webcam with my screencasting, and I've broken down some PowerPoints for you. So don't make fun of me for doing this, but I hope this helps you anyway. So we're going to start with some graffiti, and we're going to start with some graffiti tagging. So we're going to start looking about what is a tag. So I want you to think of a graffiti tag kind of like a gamer tag. So in video games, you don't want people to know your real name, so you have a gamer tag. So just like in gamer tags, just like it's the same in graffiti. So graffiti, you get a tag name, and this is what you become known as. So there's a whole bunch of graffiti writers that I know, and I have no idea what their real name is, but I know their graffiti tag name. So it becomes your signature, it's your new identity, and this is where all graffiti writers start. They start with their tag name and starting to develop their tag or their signature before they move on to anything that's more complex with more colors and more designs. Okay, so with graffiti tags, there's rules, but then there's not really rules. So there's guidelines with graffiti. So again, graffiti is about breaking the rules, but traditionally this is what graffiti tags have. Okay, so they have 3 to 5 letters. They're in one color. The whole tag fits together stylistically. It's readable but not readable. It depends kind of what your style is. And it's balanced, it has style, it has flow. You can draw it quickly in one swift motion. Okay, so let's look at some examples. So here's a graffiti tag from Globe, who's a local graffiti writer, and hopefully we'll get to meet him if we ever get back in school. So this is his tag. So number 1, he's got 5 letters in his name. Now you want to have 3 to 5 letters because it's something that you want to do quickly. So you don't want to be doing their, writing forever because, tags have to be done quickly, kind of. Traditionally, they're vandalism, and we'll talk more about that later, but time is of the essence, so you want to have it short. Yes, there are some tag names that are a bit longer. Yes, there are some that are just a couple letters, but the problem is if you have just a couple letters, it's hard to do kind of funky stuff with it, and again, if it's longer, it's hard to, get all that done. So they're usually one color because they're done with markers and spray paint and other tools, and we'll talk about that. But they're done with one color, and it doesn't have to be black. It could be silver. It could be, any color. Now your tag is readable, but tags are not necessarily meant for the general public. They're meant for other graffiti writers. So you get better and better about reading them. You want them to be pretty readable somewhat because you want people to get to know what your name is, right? If they just see like scribbled mess, it's hard for them to understand like who this person is. So it's, you want to make sure that they can read it so they know who you are. So like Globes, it's balance, it's got some style, right? You're developing your own way of writing, and that's where the respect comes from. Creating your own way of writing your letters. So it's your signature. You don't want other people to copy it, just like, you have to sign a check. You don't want somebody to copy your signature. So same thing with this. You want it to be really unique. And the letters have to fit together stylistically. So you don't want like, one letter to be like all smooth and then another letter to be jagged. It has to all go together, okay? And it has to be drawn in a really nice, smooth, swift motion because you want to be writing this quickly. So let's just look at examples of different tags, right? So these guys, I don't know who these people are, but I just thought these were cool example of tags, right? So it's unique. You can see the letters. You get better and better with it. This one's done with a silver marker, but it all kind of goes together nicely, right? There's some neat things added to it. The letters are kind of cool, and we'll work on all that stuff, right? So this one looks a little bit bigger, but again, if it's a bit longer than 5 letters, it's going to take a little bit more time. Okay, so that there is what a tag is. So next we'll talk about what the tags are even used for in our next lesson. Thank you.